commonly, as we live together in a team, in a family, we end up with uh, an awareness of each other's strengths. You know what your strengths are and what you bring to the team, and what your strengths are and what you bring to the team. And we are playing to each other's strengths, putting the strengths to work for the benefit of the team. At the same time, you bring with you a set of weaknesses, and you and we bring our weaknesses, and sometimes our weaknesses begin to affect each other. I've heard it said that we play to each other's strengths and we cover each other's weaknesses. What would you say that you find yourself doing in response to another team member's weaknesses that are affecting you?
Another person's weaknesses affecting me.
Yeah, so my weakness is affecting you. How are you responding to me even though I'm causing you problems?
Yeah. I think you had Dan Fairley at one point talking about brave communication, and I've also grabbed out of that some tools, and the permission to speak with peace to someone's weakness. So I had to gain permission myself to say, hey, when you do that right there, it's kind of stepping on my foot, and that doesn't feel good when you walk on my feet. And that opening exchange without amping, because my war days were, let's amp, let's go, let's go. Yeah,
I wanted to talk to you
yeah,
about this.
yeah. Meet my little friend.
Yeah.
So just learning how to do that and giving myself permission, I get to do that. And the other thing is removing the punisher, man.
Yeah.
Just stop having to make you pay for that bad behavior, because I would do that because that's how I respond and how I experienced my life in the BC days,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so that punisher thing is not a good friend. And
No.
just letting that go and releasing that from even you and myself, boy, that's a secret key for my life.
So being brave enough and loving enough to
Yeah,
tell me how my weakness is affecting you and the adjustments that you need from me.
yeah,
And then also, you're not my punisher.
exactly.
Even if I fail, you're not my
Exactly.
punisher.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. Eric?
Yeah, I think if you operate within the framework of family, you're in it for life. It becomes real to you. Then when you interact over weaknesses, you can receive it and give it, whether you're someone highlighting a weakness or I'm highlighting someone else's weakness, not highlighting, but addressing it. Then it's within the framework, oh, you have my best interest in mind, But if I don't have the framework of family, then I'm like, okay, this person intentionally come in to get me, so I'm going to defend myself. But if I'm like if Steve, I think we've all have talked to each other on some level of this at some point in the last 15, 20 years. And so whenever you guys address me, of course it's not fun to hear the weakness part, but I know at the end of the day, you're not going anywhere. And I know that you're actually helping me grow. So for me, I have to almost retranslate, not what your word, but retranslate the emotional experience in that moment. Dan Fairley, brave communicator, he's the best at doing this.
Yeah.
So he pulled me into his office when I don't want to be in his office. And unexpectedly, hey, I'd like to chat with you about something. It's like, oh gosh, here we go.
Oh no, here we go.
But I just know that when he gave me, I have to retranslate my emotions, not his word, but my emotion to go, okay, he's actually helping me right now.
Yeah.
So I just need to keep that in mind. If I don't have that thought, I'll find myself getting really defensive and trying to, no, that's not what I was doing. So those are keys for me.
So both in receiving feedback about your weakness and in giving feedback to somebody else about their weakness, the conveyance of we are family, we're in this for the long haul. This is not the end of anything, except hopefully that thing that needs to be adjusted.
Totally.
But our relationship is good, and we're going to be stronger on the other side of this.